Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Mohon izin, apakah suara kami terdengar di ruangan Zoom?
Tidak bisa menjawab karena barang ahli tapi pasti ada untuk ahli semuanya. Atau tadi. Oh.
Santri loh, ini santri praktis ini. Mana Pak Alam?
Tadi ke atas katanya Pak. Ke atas katanya.
Oh, ke atas Pak.
Oke.
Makanya tak suruhnya bergabung.
Enggak, dia jam
9. Memang dia on time malah sama itu.
Tidak suruh duluan malah
ada yang kan maju aja, Mbak Anda. Mulai nih, tapi kelihatan laki-laki tidak kelihatan praktikannya. Waduh. Karena tak beritahu ada BIM-nya gitu. Pakai Indonesia Raya tadi.
Bukan kota.
Bukan.
Ini gimana kan? Tapi masih ke PPA soalnya. Sudah. Jadi masih ke PPA. Saya nggak tahu tempatnya apa.
Pakai bicaranya ya, link
Terima kasih ya.
Sini Pak, tapi dalam jasnya Pak. Nanti kalau akhirnya ada Muslim Day ya. Santri itu apa? Santri D.
Belum bergabung ya Pak? Nanti mau.
Nah, ini aja bukan.
Ini mulai lama kali ya. Nanti dari lebih
Iya bisa.
ya coba balik iya iya
Enggak, semakin lebih tinggi loh. Mau selfie katanya. Beneran aku. Gimana selfie guys? Gimana selfie
ini tangannya iya
gimana selfie gini? Beneran?
iya benar apa
Yuk, siap ya? Yuk, satu, yuk satu, dua, tiga. Oh, mami ada kelihatan.
apa
Oh, gak ada semua yang masuk istilahnya ya. Pakai iPhone, mana iPhone, mana? Ada gunanya kan?
Males, ngesas, jadi Indonesia. Males ngesas 3 hari sekali kemana-mana bapak.
Enggak, mau cari urusan gitu kan.
Anda sini, Anda. Ayo sini. Anda nggak kelihatan. Saya suruhnya bergabung dulu Mas Jokowi. Nih, saya suruhnya bergabung.
Oke, monggo Pak. Teman-teman bos dulu. Good morning. Itu siapa ya Pak? Sudah 23 ini. Iya, Pak. Good morning. Sampun Pak dimulai kan? Oke, langsung ada kedua tiga Pak. Sampun.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in amma ba'du. Good morning to all the participants today, and also good morning for Madam Oi. Thank you for joining us today. Oke. Yang terhormat Bapak Dekan FITK, Bapak Dr. Haji Nur Ali MPD. Yang terhormat Bapak Kaprodi Tadris Bahasa Inggris, Bapak Dr. Haji Langgeng Budianto MPD. Yang terhormat Bapak Sekprodi Tadris Bahasa Inggris, Bapak Dr. Alam Aji Putra MPD, serta yang berbahagia Bapak Ibu dosen Tadris Bahasa Inggris dan mahasiswa-mahasiswi semuanya. Alhamdulillah, puji syukur kehadirat Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, karena berkat rahmat dan karunia-Nya kita bisa berkumpul dan mengikuti acara bimbingan teknis penulisan karya ilmiah tahap kedua untuk bersama-sama menimba ilmu dari para narasumber yang luar biasa hari ini. Oke, langsung saja berikut akan saya bacakan susunan acara. Yang pertama adalah pembukaan, yang kedua menyanyikan lagu Indonesia Raya, yang ketiga sambutan Ketua Prodi Tadris Bahasa Inggris, yang keempat pembacaan doa, yang kelima pemaparan materi oleh narasumber 2, dan yang terakhir penutupan. Memasuki agenda selanjutnya yaitu menyanyikan lagu Indonesia Raya. Dimohon para hadirin untuk berdiri.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Biridha'illahi wa bisyafaati Rasulillah sallallahu alaihi wasallam wa liqadu hajatina syai'ul Fatihah. A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma shalli wa sallim ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali sayyidina Muhammad. Allahumma ighfir lana wa liwalidayna warhamhum kama rabbayana shaghira. Allahumma inna ala dzikrika wa syukrika wa husni ibadatik. Allahumma ja'alna wa talamidana wa dhurriyyatina min ahli ilmi wa ahli khair wa ahli ibadah wa ahli istiqamah wa ahli Qur'an wa sunnah wal jamaah wa la taj'alna wa iyyahum min ahli syarr wal dhair bi rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. Allahumma rabbana zalamna anfusana wa illam taghfir lana wa tarhamna lanakunanna minal khasirin. Rabbana hab lana min azwajina wa dhurriyyatina qurrata a'yun waj'alna lil muttaqina imama. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina adzabannar. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammadin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Selanjutnya yaitu memasuki acara inti. Sebelumnya yaitu sambutan. Sambutan akan disampaikan oleh Bapak Kaprodi Tadris Bahasa Inggris, Bapak Dr. Haji Langgeng Budianto, MPD, dipersilahkan.
Thank you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa syukurillah, wa ni'matillah, la khala wa la quwata illa billah. Puji syukur marilah senantiasa kita panjatkan kehadirat Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala atas segala limpahan rahmat, taufik dan hidayah, sehingga alhamdulillah pagi hari ini kita bisa melaksanakan kegiatan akademik bimbingan teknis penulisan karya ilmiah dalam keadaan sehat walafiat. Yang kedua, sholawat dan salam semoga dan senantiasa tetap terlimpahkan kepada junjungan kita Nabi besar Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam serta para sahabatnya, para keluarga dan para sahabat saja yang mengikuti dan mencintainya. Yang sama-sama kita hormati Bapak Dekan Fakultas Ilmu Tarbiyah dan Keguruan, Bapak Dr. Nur Ali MPD, para Wakil Dekan 1, Wakil Dekan 2, dan Wakil Dekan 3, Bapak Sekprodi, Bapak Dr. Alam Aji Putra MPD, para dosen dan para mahasiswa angkatan 2018 yang saya banggakan. Alhamdulillah, khususnya kepada Madam Oi, thank you so much for your attendance, for your comings as the speakers today. Hello, Madam Oi, are you listening? Oh, Madam Oi? Kau hilang.
Yes. Is it clear? It's not very clear here.
Are you listening, Madam Oi?
Yes.
Okay, yes, thank you.
Yes.
It is my honor to invite you as the speakers today for sharing your personal experience, giving the writing academic properly, and this is in the sense of writing research proposals, attended by the students of 2008 generations. So we are very happy having you as the speakers today, because I think you are a person who are in charge and you are very expert in designing for research grant or research proposals. So we invite you in the sense that student in 2008 generation will get a views and ideas on how to write a research proposal in a very good manner, in a very critical manners, and in a very good sense of academic writing. That's why we invite you to have the forum today on the academic forum on writings research proposals. I just want to let you know that the activities of the academic forum are attended by 2018 student generations who are going to prepare they're writing proposals. Yeah, so they right now is proposing for the title and the proposal draft, and to strengthen their proposal draft, that's need to have the understanding on to write the academic writing properly. And also the second speaker, we are going to invite Dr. Alam Ajiputra. Yeah, he is a lecturer, a senior lecturer on research methodology. Yeah, he is in charge of designing on research methodology. He is also teaching in qualitative and quantitative research design. So we are going to integrate the two expertise today, yeah, Madam Oi and Dr. Alam Ajiputra, to share their own views on how to write writing academically. So on the behalf of the Deans of Faculty of Education, once again, we would like to thank you for Madam Oi, who are really serious in facilitating us, in being a facilitators, being a speakers for today's academic meeting or academic activities. Mahasiswa angkatan 2018 ini, Madam Oi sudah menyiapkan judul dan sudah menyiapkan draft proposalnya, dan sebentar lagi mereka akan memperoleh pembimbing sesuai dengan judul yang diajukan dan ketertarikan judul, dan disesuaikan nanti dengan siapa yang akan membimbingnya. Karena itu nanti tips dan strategies to write thesis proposal properly mungkin nanti bisa disampaikan oleh Madam Oi dengan Dr. Alam Ajiputra pada kesempatan yang berbahagia ini. Saya kira itu, sekali lagi saya ucapkan terima kasih. Once again, I would like to say thank you so much to Madam Oi, who has shared their time for today's meeting and will share your views on writing research proposal. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Terima kasih Bapak Langgeng untuk sambutannya. Selanjutnya memasuki acara inti, yaitu pemaparan materi oleh narasumber sekaligus diskusi dan tanya jawab yang akan dipandu secara langsung oleh Ibu Wahyu Indah Malarohmana MPD sebagai moderator di sini. Maka dari itu kepada Ibu Mala dipersilahkan.
Okay, thank you so much for the time, Ibu Anggris. Can you hear my voice? Thank you so much. Okay, so let me say Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much for everyone in English Education Department, and then thank you so much for Madam Oi as the speaker here. So that our department and our students can learn and study with you about how to write the thesis proposal properly. Okay, so before Madam Oi share her experience and her knowledge about how to write thesis proposal properly, let me share my screen first about the profile of Madam Oi. Let me see. Okay. Okay, so our speaker today, can you see my screen now? Yeah, okay. So here she is Oi Chong Meng, MA. Correct me if I'm wrong, Madam Oi, if I, what is that, pronounce it wrong? Okay, and then she has master's degree, and then she was born at Malaysia, and then her address in Jalan Kapitri, Kajang Prima, Kajang Selangor, and then right now she's teaching in Institut Pendidikan Guru Kampus Bahasa Antarbangsa or IPG KBA in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. And right now she's a lecturer over there. And okay, so she got her bachelor degree in University of Malaya, and the degree is teaching English second language or TESOL. And she got also her master degree at the same university. The degree is Master of Education, and her working experience is at Sekolah Menengah Secondary School, and also she taught in Sekolah Rendah as well. And right now, as I told you before, she teach at IPG KBA as a lecturer. Her experience in research cannot be denied. She write a lot. Here we can see that she write many titles of research experience, such as scaffolding online learning needs during movement control order, in the Institute Teacher Education International Language Campus, and so many research experience that we cannot deny that she really expert in writing a thesis proposal or writing research. So that is a little profile of her. Okay, without further ado, I think we can study directly from you, Madam Oi. Can we start? Okay, so here I give the time for you. You have about 1 hour and 30, including the Q&A. So time is for you now. Okay, you may start. Thank you, Madam Oi.
Okay, okay, thank you. Thank you.
Let me stop.
Can you hear me? Can you hear
Yeah.
me? Yes, sir. Okay, a very good. I would like to wish to Dr. Noor Ali Master, Dr. Noor Ali, Master of Education, Vice Dean for Academic Advice, the Vice Dean for Students Affairs and Head of English Department, Pak Langgeng Budianto, and the Secretary of English Department. Okay, a very good morning to all of you, and also thank you very much to the moderators. Okay, okay. Let me share with you the screen now. Okay, yeah. Okay. Okay. Can you see who are you? Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
But
okay.
it hasn't started yet. Okay, we can see it properly. Yes.
Now you can see, yeah. Okay, yeah. Bapak, yeah. Dr. Nadi, okay, and all the vice deans. Okay, let me share with you. Okay, this is a sharing session. Okay, it is my pleasure to share with all of you my experience. Okay, so basically, okay, let's look at this. Okay, all of you wonder, what is the research? What is a research and what is the purpose of the research? What is the purpose of the research proposal? Now, I would like to ask you, when you saw this course, what research? How was your feeling? How was your feeling? May I know? How was the feeling, everyone? Was it like, oh no, I don't like research? Is it? Do you have that type of fear? Oh my goodness. You know, I'm not sure if you have that type of fear, because the research puts pressure on most of the students. What about you? Yeah? What about you? Any fear on all of you? The students? Any fear? No fear. Wow. No response. No fear. Okay. Now, okay. Basically, you see research, when we think of research, and what comes to our mind is, it is something that is very heavy. It is very challenging. Okay. So I think most of my students, they say, man, we don't like research. We don't like research. Okay. Yeah. So what is actually, now the research is actually very simple. Okay. I'm going to simplify it. We make it simple. You don't have to face the stress, okay? Yeah, of course you have to do a lot of writing. There is a lot of writing to do, but please don't stress yourself. Okay, be happy. Do what you have to do. It is very simple. It is a very simple process which you will feel very happy. It just not definitely okay. May everything be easy for all of you. No, make it a smooth journey. It is a smooth. Yeah, as long as you do your work, you follow this the journey, the sequence. Okay, then it is a very smooth journey. Okay, now actually, the purpose of the research actually is to find out in detail. Okay, we want to find out about an issue in detail, and also it is data driven. You always talk about data. Now, I think when I talk about data, or when your lecturers talk about data, I think all of you are stressed out again. Oh my goodness, data again, data. Actually, data is very simple. Yeah, I'm going to show you how is it. Why do I say it's very simple? Yeah, so basically, so you do a research, you conduct a research, you want to explore the unknown, what you do not know, and you want to unlock new possibilities. We are looking for new possibilities. Always remember, we have to be critical and creative thinkers, and more so now you are in the 21st century. Okay, you're in the 21st century, we have to work critically and creatively. So a proposal is more or less, it's like 1,000 to 1,500 words, or 4 to 5 pages. But it depends on your lecturer. Okay, please remember, it depends on your lecturer. Over here, my students, when I said a research proposal, you know, they send me around 100 pages. They send me 100 pages. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they have everything in detail, actually. So they are very advanced. They are very advanced. Now, of course, it is a benefit. It is an advantage when they do so much, because at least I could see, I could see, oh, they have done this. Okay, very detailed. But it depends on your university, on UIN, Malang. Okay, maybe 4 to 5 pages will do. Okay, so it is, you just come up with a proposal. Now, a proposal, sometimes you will ask, why do I need a proposal? Okay, now before we go into that, now let me share with you. Okay, now I'm on slide 3. Yeah, who are you? Is it all the topics? Yeah, A to G, right? Yes. So now basically for your research proposal, you have a research topic, right? The topic. What is the topic? And you have the introduction. So background to the topic, significance, and research problem. So, and then you have research aims and questions. You have review of literature. You have the project design, or you call it methodology. So how are you going to collect your data? Okay, and you have to collect the timeline. Okay, a timeline. So timeline here, that means how are you going to proceed? Okay, when are you going to do each stage? Okay, and then what is the expected outcome, or the expected outcomes, or the impact? So it depends on you. So basically, okay, we have this, but it depends on your university. So for my students, I have this. So if your university, your lecturer asks you, oh, they said, oh, you don't need this, for example, certain one, if they say, okay, you don't need F, then it is okay. But basically, we have this. Okay, my students, I have this. So some of them, they say, no, no need. Okay, but I mean, we need to have it. I think you should have all this. Yeah, basically. So you go according to your universities. Okay, according to your lecturers, the ones. Okay. Now, I'm going to share with you. Okay, I'm giving an analogy. Okay, an analogy of a phone. Now, all of you, I got an iPhone, right? iPhone 13, right? I think all of you are very interested. Yes, who are you? Yes, you said yes, iPhone 13. Yeah. So now I'm using this analogy to explain to you research. Now, before you buy the iPhone, iPhone 13, for example, okay, you would like to own one. You would like to have one. You see, so you need to have a background. Now, the background of iPhone. We're talking about the background. We're talking, the background of iPhone. You can talk in general. It can be iPhone 13, or it can be iPhone before that, just in general about iPhone. Okay, so think about the background. I think most of you know your background, because I think when I talk about iPhone, all of you are interested. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, especially the young ones that you prefer, okay? But not for me. I'm not interested, okay? It's not that I don't like iPhone. I think that for me, it's not worth buying, okay? For me and Oppo will do all Huawei. Okay, I'm not promoting, yeah? So now, before you want to buy your iPhone, you want to purchase one, you want to own one, of course, you talk about the background of iPhone and all this, yeah? That I think you're very familiar. And you want to talk about, what are the aims? Why do you want the iPhone? What is the reason that you want to own the iPhone? Actually, why? And then the questions also come to your mind. Okay, the question is, is it really necessary for me to have an iPhone, for example? Okay, which do you think is better, iPhone 13 or iPhone 12? Which will give me more, which is more effective for me to use? Which will serve me better? Okay, now, and then you will ask your friends. You will ask your friends. Okay, you will get feedback from your friends, those who own iPhone. Yeah, I think you will ask, or maybe your parents, your siblings, your friends, those who have iPhones, you will ask them, okay, you are using iPhone. Can you tell me, is it good enough? Okay, can you tell me something about iPhone? So how effective is it? Why is it that you are using iPhone? And then also, you also ask, okay, you can also review literature by reading articles from the newspaper articles. Newspaper articles, they write, so that is the review of literature. Newspaper articles give you a lot of information about iPhone 13, for example. So that is part of review of literature. So so you're thinking, what is this review of literature? Why is it important? Review of literature, of course, it is important. So every section, every segment is very important. So you need feedback from people. You need to read from articles. Why should I buy an iPhone? Why should I have it? And your methodology, what I said, project design, your study design, your methodology. So how are you going to collect data about this iPhone? So what you could do is you could also read from iPhone also they publish about the manual there, they teach you how to use. So the data, how are you going to collect data? So you can interview people about iPhone. When I say interview, it's not necessarily you must make it so formal for an interview because iPhone, they're talking about something. You can make it informal type of interview. So you ask them, you interview them, your friends. Yeah. So why is it that when you use iPhone, you send that? So, and you interrogate. Okay, you say it's very good. Why is it very good? Okay, what are the benefits? So you interview them. So you get the methodology. Yeah, I'll go into detail the methodology. Yeah, so I'm talking about an iPhone. I use the technology of an iPhone because you are all very familiar with it. And then of course you have your timeline. You want to own an iPhone, so maybe you start working. Okay, from this time to this time, iPhone is at 6,000 over ringgit, Malaysian ringgit. Okay, 6,000 over, so it's like US 2,000, 1,005. US 1,005, yeah, USD. So you want to work it out. Okay, from this time to this time, I will save some money. This time to this time, I'm going to save money. From this time to this time, I'm going to work. How? And then towards the end, when do you want to own the iPhone? I think you have that in mind. When do you want to own the iPhone? So that is basically your timeline. Okay, so and the next one is the expected outcomes of the iPhone. What do you expect? How do you expect the iPhone to serve you? Do you think with the iPhone you will improve in your academic results? This is just an example. Okay, so we look at the analogy at iPhone. So it makes life very simple. Okay, you connect to your iPhone. Why? I think these are all the questions you have been asking yourself. Okay, now let's look at this. Okay, the next one. What is the purpose of the research proposal? So I'm going into detail. Yeah. So it is the contribution to knowledge. Okay, it contributes to knowledge. Yeah. So remember what you are doing. The research you are conducting. Actually, it is a contribution to knowledge. It gives you extra knowledge. So the proposal here, is you want to come up with a detailed plan of the important. Now remember, whatever you do, you must have a proposal, a plan. Okay, if you fail to plan, that means you plan to fail. Okay, that is the saying. If you fail to plan, that means you plan to fail. So always plan. I always believe that planning is very important. So that's why your research proposal is very important. Yeah, if you don't plan, you do not know where are you directing to, where are you heading to. You see, it's just exactly if you are, for example, yeah, you're coming to Malaysia. You want to visit Madam Hui here? Yeah, please welcome. I'm always waiting. Yeah. So now you have to plan, and I have to plan for you. For example, for you, you have to plan when to get the passport. How much money do you need? What are you going to bring to Malaysia? So I don't know, the clothing that you have to bring, and then maybe you want to bring some food along. You're going to miss some of your food, the Indonesian food, so you want to bring it along. So you have to plan. There is a plan. Always remember, planning is very, very important. Because, okay, I always say that because it's just as simple as that. Your time management. Okay, so this one comes in. Yeah, please remember that. So now, and also with the proposal here, you want to ensure that everything is achievable. Okay, achievable with the available resources. So don't be too ambitious. I want to do this. I want to do that. Yeah, you plan a lot, but it is not achievable. Yeah, so you have to make sure it is achievable within yourself. Okay, maybe for you it is okay. For your friends, it is not okay. Or your friends, you look at your friends, his plan. For him, it's okay, but for you, it is not suitable. So it depends a lot, yeah, on an individual. So, but basically, you need to have a proposal. So that you need to show to your lecturer. This is what I want to do here. So from there, your lecturer will guide you. Lecturer will say, okay, this is workable. Oh, this is not workable. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and research topic. I think this is okay. This is good. It's not difficult. Everything is not difficult. Everything is easy. Just clear your mind. Sit down. Okay, have some prayer and think of it. Okay, what is the problem? So before you have this research topic, of course you need to read about it. So if you are interested in doing something to do with digital skills, okay. Now, so you will do something about digital skills. If you are reading, you want to do something focus on reading, just focus on reading. Go and find out more information of reading. Now, remember, reading is a broad topic. So you need to have very specific topic. Okay, so look for keywords. Okay, and also your research topic. Remember, it must be narrowed down to a specific time period. So now it must be specific. You cannot put it, a broad one like in the year in the 20th century. 20th century is too broad, for example. So you should focus from 2001 to 2002. Or 2001 to 2005. So you must focus. Okay, you must be focused. And then where is the geographic area? Okay, for example, you can focus on just on Green Malang. Okay, Green Malang. Yeah. So your school. Okay, your university. Yeah. And also the population. The population here, are you focusing on the male, the females, or is it just on the semester 1 students, semester 2 students, or semester 8 students? So you must be very specific. Yeah, don't do a general research. Now let's look at this. Okay. Now identify, for example, the concepts and terms that make up the topic. Okay.
Pardon me, madam.
Yes.
It seems that everyone's getting a little, what is that? Problem to hear you properly.
Is it too soft?
Uh,
Is it?
How about students? In my connection, it's I can hear you clearly, but it seems that the other students cannot hear you well. I mean,
Oh,
maybe from your audio or something.
is it?
Oh, can you
Okay.
check it again?
Yeah, yeah. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Is it
Okay. Okay.
okay now?
Okay. You
Okay.
continue, and then we will
Okay.
see
Yeah,
what the
yeah. Please.
difference. Okay.
Yes,
Thank
who
you.
are you? Yeah. Yes.
Continue.
Okay, please let me know. Yeah. Okay. Now let's look at the significant. Oh, I'm going to be. Is it? Okay, so let's look at the research topics. Okay, so you see, for example, we are talking about items here. Okay, now it will be better if we are talking about maybe for iPhone 13 or iPhone 12. Okay, and you talk about this under 30s. These are just the examples. You need to be very specific. So you talk about under 30s. That's why I said you must be, you must zoom it down. Okay, don't zoom out, zoom in, zoom in. Okay, so you're talking about iPhones. It's focus. It's very focused. iPhone 13. Under 30s. Under 30, there are so many. So you can talk about the upper class, and you talk about the meals, or you want the females, it's up to you. Okay, in where? So that's where the geography comes in. Geography area is in Malang, Indonesia. So that means you're focusing on specific centers. So if you are not, you are talking about just iPhones. iPhones, there are so many. Which iPhones? Okay, so you need to be very specific. If you're talking about under 30s, unless you want to do, you have to conduct a research, for example, the whole of Malang, then it is not easy. Yeah, for yours, it's just a very simple, small area, small scale. Okay, so upper class males. So you don't go and interview the females. You don't go and interview the middle class. Okay, so yeah, okay. Let's look at this. The academic impact. So we're talking about the academic impact. Okay, the academic impact of daily use of Twitter. Now, if you use Twitter is a social media. You can use Twitter, you have Facebook, you have Instagram. Okay, there's so many TikTok and all things. So you must be very focused. Don't use the academic impact of social media. It's very too broad for you, and you cannot focus. That's the time. When you can't focus, I think you will be stressed out because you feel that how am I going to collect data? Yeah, so you cannot. So you have to be very focused. Okay, on what? On the attention span. Yeah, that means how much attention do they give? Okay, on the academic, academic of year one in TEFL undergrads. Who are they? So you see, I mentioned very specifically year one. Okay, with TEFL undergrads. So these are all very specific. The samplings are very good. Okay? I mean the participants here. Okay, the population here is very good. So if I were to put, for example, I put this, for example, it is going to be very broad. You will be thinking, who should I take? There are so many in. But how many students? Okay. So maybe you put it in Malang. Maybe you put, Malang. Okay, because you have been so many, right? You have been here and there. So you put only focus on Malang. So, but this is also not good enough. Unless you put it like year two, semester 2, semester 3. Okay, you put that. So it's very specific. So you only zoom into this undergrads. Okay, so you have to put like, for example, year semester, for example, you put semester 6, for example. Okay, yeah. So it is very specific. You zoom into this. Very specific. Now another one is, okay, this is another example. We are talking about using the language questions in developing critical thinking skills of EFL learners in Malang. You see, I put it in Malang, for example, because I'm talking to you, in Malang, so I'm using this. So you are very focused. So now here, EFL learners. but sorry, but I did not say which semester. So yeah, of ELF of year, maybe I put semester 2 or semester 3, ELL learners. So it is very focused because I'm talking about semester 3. So my focus is on semester 3. So go for the keywords. This will be the WH questions. Okay, and also yeah, I'm focusing on WH questions and I'm focusing on developing critical thinking skills. Okay, so basically you need to have very focused, very focused and keywords there. Okay, this is how you come up with your research topic. Okay, the next one is okay. Done. Okay, now where do you get your research topic? Okay, you can basically get a research topic from sources of criticism. When you read, you read from journal, and people criticize that this is not relevant, this is more relevant, maybe because it's 21st century skills and all this. So based on the criticism, yeah, you come up with your own idea. So people say that we should not be drilling students. At night now, we don't encourage drilling. So, but there are still authors, they say that we should bring students, for example. We should bring students, So what do you think? So you come up with your own idea. Yeah, there is a gap. One say drill, one say no. Someone they say no, you cannot bring students. Someone say yes, you need to bring students. So you come up with the idea, the topic. Okay, and we are talking about multi-literacies. Last time we were talking about now, for example, now we're talking about multi-literacies. That means all of us 21st century students, we human beings, we need to know how to explore and exploit multimodal text. Okay, so we need to know how to integrate text, colors, font size, and all this. So these are all very important. So you read from sources. Why do they say it is important? How could you apply? That will be for new ideas. How could you apply into your course? Into your research. Yeah. So you come up. It can come from new ideas also. You can come up from all these topics can come from new ideas and also based on criticisms. Okay. Now, so let's look at the background of the information, background of the research. Yeah? So just now I was talking to you about the iPhone. The iPhone, okay? So the background on the iPhone, you talk about the background on the iPhone. It can be, how iPhone is in demand. That one is just in general, okay? In general. You can talk about just the iPhone, not only 30, you can talk about iPhone 8, iPhone 10, how it emerged, and then how it develops, iPhone until now, iPhone 13. So that is basically the background. Okay, why? And why is it important, the significance of it, for example? Why is this topic important to you? Why do you think you have to want to cover this topic? Why? Okay, and why do you think that others would like to know about your topic? It is so important. Why is it important to the others? Okay, so this is the significance of the topic, of your research. Okay, and you have a research problem. Okay, in your introduction itself, you have this. Yeah, you have the background to the topic, the significance, and you have the research problem. Okay, so the research problem is, you ask, okay, what is it? What is already known about the problem? Okay, what is it? What is the problem? Why do you have this? How do you solve this problem? So, what are the benefits that you have for the future research? So, this is the research problem. All these will go into your introduction. Now, let's look at this. Okay, I'm giving you an example of a research problem. Okay, so example, this is one of them. In the past 10 years, iPhones have been in demand, especially those under 30s in the upper class. As stated by, so this is an author by who? Somebody. In the research entitled, the title of the research. Okay, So research on the demands of iPhones compared to other brands based on age and social economic status for focus. Okay, so maybe you came out, you read a research by this author, this topic. They're talking about demands of iPhones, but they compared to other brands, maybe based on age and social economic status. Okay, but you see, but there has been little work attributing on why iPhones are in demand among those under 30s in the upper class. So this is the gap. So this is the known. This is the known. Okay, known. What you know is research has been carried out, but this is not known. So you can see here, your research will focus on something that's known and that is unknown, and you want to find out why is it. You know, this is not. For example, this is I came out on my own. I did not refer to anything. I just on my phone. So, but don't take my statement here. Okay. So there has been little exploring attributes of my identity, for example. So this is the unknown. Okay. No research has been done. So it is a research problem. It's a problem, and you would like to find out why. Why is it among those under 30s in the upper class? Why is it in demand? And why is it not? Maybe your focus is only under 30s. You don't want to bother about under 40s. You are not interested. It's okay. Right? It is okay because you cannot cover. Maybe for another research you do under 40s. You know, or maybe it's in the upper class. So in the upper class, all you want to do in the middle class. You know, okay, or among white collar workers. Now you can see white collar workers. So it depends. So this is the unknown. So there is a gap there. So you want to find out. So that is the research problem. Okay, now your aim. Yeah, the aim. So the aim here is this one. The purpose of your research. Now, how do you write the aim? How do you write? So it comes out like this, something like this. Yeah. So you can take the aim of this study is to determine what. Okay. Now, this project aims to explore. I aim to investigate, for example. Okay, this is how you could come up with your research aims. Now, okay, this is an example. I put it here. This project aims to determine the attributes that affect under 30s upper class Malang males on using iPhones. Maybe I can put green Malang. You know, I can change. It depends on you. Okay, on what you want to do. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Humala, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It seems that everybody's still getting difficulties in
Not
hearing.
here.
I'm wondering is it your headphones or something? It's like you are outside the room and we cannot see you. And where's that? The sounds
Is
like
it?
getting
I think
everywhere.
the internet connection. Is it your internet
Oh, I
connection?
see.
Is it? What about you? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but yeah, it's like your voice is
So
husky a
soft.
bit. I don't know.
Is it? Oh,
Is it your voice or
is it?
something?
Is it? I'm not sure. Is everybody experiencing the same thing? I'm not sure because here I got no problem. Husky. Okay. I think internet connection problem, most probably. Yeah. Okay. Please let me
You
know.
continue, ma'am.
Is it okay? I continue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me
Okay.
continue, Okay. So now, just now we were talking about the research aims here. Now let's look at this. You now for your research aims. So you specify your specific concern or issue. What is the issue? Okay. Remember, your aims also should not be too broad. Okay. Now this one. Now it is always write a good question. You know, whatever you write, always remember that you need to have a very good question. Now let's look at this. Okay, steps to writing a research question. Okay. Oh yeah, I was focusing on this. So the research question, yeah. Okay, you always have a research question. So normally the how and the why are preferred. Okay, the hows and the why. Now, so always you need to have the research questions there. You can have one, you can have two. Okay, so it's good to have two at least, and make sure your research questions are not direct answers. You know, it should be a way where the different responses would be possible. So and you cannot give a direct question, okay, research question. Now, and you must also remember the key concepts and the relationships that you are researching. Okay, focus on that. Focus on that. Now, let's look at this. Yeah, okay. Now, let's look at this research question. Now, what effect does social media have on students' minds? Now, what do you think? What effect does social media have on students' minds? Now, you see, just now I did mention to you, yeah, when we talk about social media, it is very broad. It is very broad. Okay. Now, even we are talking about students, it is very broad also. It is very broad. If we are talking about students, is it no, there are so many levels of students. Okay, so this is not specific enough. Okay, so it is very vague, very ambiguous. Okay, you talk about students, which student, okay, and what type of effect. Now, let's say the effect. It can be social effect, it can be academic effect, mental health. There are so many effects. Okay, now let's look at this. Okay, what effect? Okay, what effect does daily use of Twitter? Yeah, I'm very specific here. Social media. I'm using Twitter, for example, have on the attention span of year one. Year one, you can have it. Yeah, of green undergrads. Green also I think you have many, right? What is it? EFL undergrads, for example. So you must be very specific. So you can put also one academic effect. You can have that. Okay. So what are the effects? So but at least this is narrowed down. If you can want to focus on social media or on social effect, okay, good. You can also focus on academic effect, health effect. We're talking about the attention span. So we are not going to focus on health. Okay, so but this is more specific. So your research question also, you have to be very clear. You have to be very clear. So you have to come out. So that means your data will be focused on this, zoom into this question. Your data will zoom into this question. So you can see the interconnection. Everything is connected. Yeah, the link one after another. Okay, so it's possible you could do this. This is researchable, and this could be done through qualitative and quantitative. Now, qualitative means there is no specific answer. Okay, it is just an open-ended. Qualitative is open-ended answers. Quantitative is like your objective question, your MCQs, A, B, C. Is that agree, disagree? This that is quantitative. Okay, so it can be done through qualitative and quantitative. Okay, but I was told that yours is qualitative. Yeah. Okay, let's look at this. Does Indonesia or Malaysia have a better education system? Now, this is not a good question. Why? Because it is very broad. It is very broad and very subjective. What do you mean by better education system, for example? So that what I said, you have to zoom into it. Okay, you can just answer, for example, Indonesia's education is better. No? Indonesia's education system is better, or you can say Malaysia's education system is better. So it is just a very direct answer to this. So this is not a good question. Okay. Now, what about this? What is the educational outcomes and student satisfaction? Now, so I have the educational outcomes, yeah, and I have the student satisfaction. Okay, among who undergraduates in teaching education in Queen Mara. Okay, so yeah, so it is very specific. I cannot answer yes or no. I cannot answer. So you can research on this. So this is what we call, this is researchable. Okay, so it focuses on undergrads in teaching education in Malang, and we are talking about educational outcomes to students' satisfaction. This could not be answered by yes or no. Okay, let's look at this. Has there been an increase in the standard of education in Indonesia in the past 10 years? Has there been an increase? You can just answer yes, no. It is not researchable. Okay, it is not researchable, so forget about it. Forget about it. Okay. Now, number 5, number 6. Let's go to number 6. How have school intervention programs? Yeah, we're talking about school intervention programs, yeah, and parental education levels. Okay, yeah, affected the achievements of 1st to 6th grade students. So we are talking about the achievement of these students. So now, school intervention programs. Okay, that means okay, the role played by the school and also the parental education levels. Okay, we talk about parents, parental education levels. We talk about other parents. Let's say the parents who are not, I mean, they are of lower level of education. Maybe they only study until primary or they study until secondary. What is their role? Do they affect their children's education achievement? Okay. What about parents who are degree holders, who are PhD holders, who are master holders? So what are their roles? Do they affect their children's education achievement? Okay, so this is very focused. Okay, so you can research this. Okay, so you must collect data in all this. Okay, so this is this, and then what about it? So now let's look at the literature review. What is the purpose? Yeah, so you want to understand the existing research and debates. Okay, and to present that knowledge in the form of a written report. So your literature review, and what I say, you know, when you want to buy an iPhone, you go and ask your siblings, you go and ask your friends. That is actually a literature review. A literature review, but you didn't realize it. Okay, that is a literature review actually. And that is also when you ask your friends, when you get information from your siblings, you ask them why do you think I have to buy iPhone? Why can't I buy an Oppo? I think an Oppo is better. No, they said no, iPhone is better. It can last you 10 years. You know, you spend 6,500, it can last you 10 years. You know, it is worth it, and then I don't know, so many things. Yeah. So that is a qualitative data. So that means whatever they say, for example, yeah, you can write down, you record, and then and you analyze it based on the theme, for example. So this is literature review. So it is important to have literature review to support what you say, to support, yeah, okay, whatever you want to say. So let's look at the research methods. It is the study design, the methodology. Now, how do you want to obtain your data? Like what I said just now, you discuss with your friends, you get information from your siblings, your friends, your parents, and all this. That one is data. That is data. It's just as simple as that. It is as simple as that. Okay, but you didn't realize. Okay, but of course for you, because you are, you know, for your research, you have to write it down. Okay, you have to write it down in black and white. Yeah, it has to be in black and white. So your data, because it is qualitative, it has to be open-ended. It has to be open-ended. It's a conversational communication. You can ask them. You can ask. Okay, Q&A. Okay, so you know, you try to get information. Why? Yeah. So all these, the information you receive is very important. Okay, so it can be unstructured interviews, yeah. But of course, when you prepare, of course, you have to know why do you have an interview? Why? Okay, so and you mentioned, you can mention qualitative methods will be used to identify what is it. This is how you can write it this way, for example. Okay, now and here. So for your research methods, you have to know what kind of data or sources will you use. What kind of data from where? Is it from journal article? Yeah, it can be also a recording. Okay, and how do you, of course, when you have done your data collection, of course, you have to interpret. You have to interpret. Okay, and you have to make it into teams, thematic. Okay, this is academic, this is social, so you have to have it, okay, under teams and all this. So that is the research methods. That will be, you don't have to do it in so detail yet, the proposal. The proposal, you just give an outline. Yeah, so let's look at the triangulation. Now, triangulation, now you need at least 3 sources. Yeah, 3 sources. Okay, 3 sources. Okay, for triangulation. Okay, so the 3 sources, it could be, not necessarily they are from this. Yeah, I'm just giving an example. So it could be interviews, focus group discussions, observation, reports, journal entries, photographs, videos. All those are the evidence. All those are the evidence. On the photographs, based on the videos, the sound recordings. So those are you analyze. So you need to have at least 3. Why? You need to triangulate. When you need to triangulate, yeah, you need to triangulate to check on the what is it? To check if it is valid, the validity. Yeah, the validity. So, for example, when you ask your brother, for example, about iPhone, your brother will tell you this, and then you ask your mother will tell you this is B. Then you ask from your friend. All this, you need different people's opinion. So this is why you want to make it more valid. So that is why you have triangulation. Yeah. Okay. So the expected outcomes is you conclude your research proposal. Yeah, that's the last one. By stating your expected outcomes, what do you expect? Now, expected only. Remember, this is expected. This is not the final one. Okay. So what improvements and projected. So, but you can change it. Yeah. It is not fixed. Yeah, this is just a proposal. Remember, this is only a proposal. Okay, change in the light of the you can change it later on. The proposal. Now, remember, you can always change. Okay, for example, yeah, the demand for iPhone under 30s upper class years will increase. In iPhone signifies status. So this is why. Hello. Okay, or you can talk about the demand for iPhone will not increase as it is beyond the means of those in the working class. So these are just your expected outcomes. But you change it, you can change it. It's not fixed that you have to have this. Okay, you can also say, for example, the limited samplings is insignificant in the research. Maybe you have only 30 samplings, yeah, not is insignificant. A wider range of samplings encompasses different age groups and socio-economic status indicates a more reliable and valid data. For example, these are just examples. You expected these outcomes, okay, but these are not fixed yet. So another one, for example, data collected is insignificant and it only focuses on the users. To verify and consolidate the research data to be gathered from iPhone companies or agents. Yeah, they have these iPhone companies. When you purchase iPhone, for example, they write down your age, your name, and all this, your occupation. So you want to find out. So maybe you say you should get information, more data from iPhone companies on the age, status, and occupations. Yeah. So now, what about the timeline? Okay, the timeline is just that it's a time management. How you want to you do how to say you arrange it in such a way. When do you want to do what is it? At each stage, what are you doing for each stage? Okay, so this is on week 1. Yeah, week 1, the week. So I'm doing this. You have to together drafts. For example, aims and questions. Week 1, the drafts. You review of literature. This is for your full research. This is not your proposal already. So, but you need to have a time for it, a timeline. So when are you going to do it? Yeah, don't be too ambitious. You think that 1 week you can do it, cannot. Sometimes cannot. It depends. It depends. So it depends on how many weeks you are given. How many weeks you are given. Because you have a lot to do actually. Because you are not only collecting data, you are also, you have to attend other courses, and it's not easy to collect data because sometimes you don't have not enough samplings. Because people sometimes they are not bothered, they are reluctant to respond to you. Okay, so you have to start it fast as soon as possible. The time frame is very important. Like what I say, you must plan. Okay, you must plan everything. Now, okay, that's here until now. Any questions? Any questions? Is it clear?
Okay, yeah. Is it clear? Your presentation is over, Madam Oi?
Yes.
Okay.
That's all from me.
Okay,
Yes.
so okay, maybe I will let the student whether there is a question or not.
Yes.
Okay, thank you thank you so much for Madam Oi for the presentation and the knowledge from you. And it's time for question and answer session. It's time for you, the students. If you have any question or you have any difficulties when you deciding your title or deciding your research proposal or something, it's time for you. It's the chance for you to ask to the expert, Madam Oi, yang jauh-jauh ini from Malaysia. Okay, I think the first one, maybe for the first session, maybe 3 question first. If you want to ask, you may raise your hand or you may speak directly your name. Ayo teman-teman, silakan, ini mumpung ada nih Ibu expert dari Malaysia ini, silakan bertanya kesulitan-kesulitan dan sebagainya. Ini mumpung masih di tahap awal. Come on. Mas Lukman, mungkin is there any something that you want to ask?
Yes, Lukman. Yeah.
Is it tolerable if our timeline doesn't match with our real research in the field? Is it okay if we have different timeline when we actually do our research in the field? So
yes. Can. Yeah, okay, thank you. Yes, thank you, Long. Okay, this is the timeline. It's just like a tentative, just a guideline for you. Okay, it's just a guideline. Of course, you can change it. For example, you think that, where is it now? Okay, for example, you think that you have already finished. Okay, let's say week 1, for example. Week 1, you have already finished this, and you have also finished this. Yeah, you have finished this also. So you can change. Let's say you have finished it, done. Then you can change this to week 2, for example. Yeah, it is not fixed actually. It is just a guideline to help you. You can have comments also. Yeah, hey, you want to have comments? Okay, done or whatever comments. Okay, done or completed or whatever. So you can have it. You can change. Yeah. So the timeline is up to you. So as you do, you may change. So this is just like a guideline. You're planning. So it's just like, you want to travel. Let's say you go to Jakarta, you have to plan. You want to take a train, for example. So from Malang to go where, and then you have to plan. Okay. So if you still have extra time you reach early at the bus station, for example, so you can still go walk around, go shopping and all this. If you reach late, you don't go shopping, you wait for the bus. You just wait for the bus. So this is just what should I say? It is just a planning. Okay, Rahman? It is just a planning. Yeah. So your planning is very important. Please plan. Okay? Yes. Okay, Rahman?
thank you, madam.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Clear? Okay. It is just tentative. Okay?
Okay, thank you for the question and the answer, Madam Oi. Okay, maybe second question from other students, or maybe the lecturers also want to ask. Okay, Mas Fahmi. Okay, Mas Fahmi, something.
I'm sorry, Madam Oi, I cannot turn on my camera, but I want to ask something.
Yeah, please.
I've read some journals and paper, and it has, I mean, it used two methods in analyzing data. They're using qualitative and quantitative in the same time. So how is it like? Is it like we use 60% in qualitative and 40% in quantitative? Or how is it like? I don't know.
Okay, yeah, Mr. Zohelmi, yeah. Okay, yes, of course you can use qualitative and quantitative. So like it's normally you can have one and two, one, two, or two, one, whichever way, but there is no fixed like you need to have like 60% or 40%. Okay, so I don't know because like for my students, I always ask them to use both. Okay, if possible, use both qualitative and quantitative. But I was told, I'm not sure if you're in Malan, you all have it. I was told it's like qualitative. You see, so it depends a lot on your university. It is not wrong to use qualitative only or to use quantitative only. It is not wrong. But it will be good if we could have both together. Yes? At least one. I'm not sure how many you have in Green Malang. Yeah. For us, we normally going to have three to triangulate. I have three to triangulate. Yeah. So you need to find out from your lecturers. Yeah. Zofami.
Okay. Okay, Madam Oy, thank you so much.
Okay. Welcome.
Okay, that's the second question that has been answered by Madam Oy. Okay, the third question, maybe. Is there anyone who wants to ask? Students?
Can I answer to Zohyun Fami again? Yes, go Fami. Okay. Yeah, sorry. You see, when you have qualitative data is more solid. You see, people are allowed, the samplings are allowed to express their ideas. They're allowed to express their ideas. They'll tell you, I don't want this, I don't like this. It is not effective for me. So I prefer this because, I feel that I can learn better, for example. So this is more effective because they can express themselves. So that is why I think we go for qualitative for your with Malang here. Yeah, it is good to go for qualitative. It's not that quantitative is not good, no. So quantitative, it is like, MCQs. So the questions are yes, no, agree, disagree. Okay, sure, unsure. You have all this. So, but they cannot express themselves. So that means the answers are all very limited. The answers are limited. Okay, so that is the drawback of it. If you use only quantitative, we could at least you triangulate, but not, I think, not 100% like quantitative, because they cannot. So it will be not that the validity is not 10. Yes, so Fami?
Yes, madam.
Yes.
Okay, I got it.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, that's a very clear answer from Madam Oy, right? Okay, maybe I'm still offering the chance for you students to ask to Madam Oy before the first session of the technical writing academic end with Madam Oy. Okay. Maybe Mbak Atul, you want to ask? Yeah. Mas Nata or Mas? Okay, okay. Siapa ini? Okay, who wants to ask? Okay, there is a Madam Oy. Can you share your PowerPoint file to us?
Yes,
okay,
yes. I will share with Pak
you can. Okay, thank you. And then we can share it.
No problem. Yes. Yes. So if there's no question, there's no question. Yeah. So maybe I would like to give my final advice. My final advice.
Okay, it seems that there is no further question. Okay. you may deliver your last
Okay.
words.
Yeah. So I would say that just to give you the confidence, you need to be very confident. Yeah. So remember that it is something very simple. Research. Okay. It is just like something very normal part of your life, but you have been doing it actually daily. You have been collecting data actually daily, but without you realizing it. Yeah, because like for example, you want to know, how many days did I come back to Queen? During the semester, let's say your semester, how many days have I been studying at home? How many days have I been studying in Queen, the campus? That one is actually data. You did not realize. So when we say all this research, you don't have to stress yourself out. Yeah, don't feel the pressure on you. Because I know research is a very big word, very big word. Actually, it is something simple. Okay, so what you are doing now is what you are facing every day, daily life. In our daily life, we have all this data actually. Your mother will be telling you, "I've seen you using your handphone for 5 hours." That is data actually. That is data. But we did not realize it. We did not realize. Okay. So when we talk about literature review, actually literature review is like you say, from the newspaper, you read from the newspaper something, mention about something. That is actually a literature review. But you did not realize it. Okay? You did not realize it. So it is just that you are doing it without realizing it. Okay, the timeline also, you have been doing it. You have it, the timeline. By what time I must be, you must start your class, and then what time you finish your class, and then what you are doing after that. That is your timeline for the daily timeline. Okay, yeah. So be confident. Okay, be confident. Never give up. I always believe that you have to be confident. Yeah. Take it easy. Don't take it like, don't pressure yourself. I always believe. Okay, don't look at it negatively. No. Okay, everyone? Okay, that's all from me. Okay, pass to you. Why you?
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much, Madam Oy, for the time. And then it's a big honor for us to learn directly from you. It's also, yeah, the students have learned a lot from you, and hopefully they can write their thesis proposal smoothly, and then they can graduate in time and on time. Okay. One thing that I learned from the presentation from Madam Oy is that having a timeline is very important to keep you on track, so that you do not wander around, and then you can graduate in time or on time. Okay. Thank you so much once again for having us. It's time for the second session of writing academic from Pak Alam. Maybe Madam Oy, it is okay for you to leave this room because
Please.
I know
I have to stop
maybe
sharing.
you have other agendas or something.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much to everyone. Thank you. Who are you? Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you to Dr. Noor Ali. Yeah, the Vice Dean for Academic Affairs. Okay, sorry, the Education Dean Faculty. Yeah, of Education, Vice Dean for Academic Affairs, Vice Dean for Students Affairs, Head of English Department. Thank you to all of you, and to Pak Lang kemudian too. Okay, for inviting me. Thank you very much to Bu Bayu
thank
and
you
also Bu
so
Mala
much
for
once
inviting me. Okay, bye.
Yeah.
Bye everybody.
Yeah, goodbye.
Bye, bye.
Okay,
Bye.
okay.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, I think the first session of the technical writing, the academic writing from Madam Oy has ended, and it's the second session with the speaker from Pak Alam. It's time for you, maybe the second moderator, or I give it back to the MC. Okay, thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Oke, terima kasih kepada Ibu Mala Tapi Ibu Mala jangan kemana-mana ya, karena masih ada narasumber yang kedua, Bapak Sekprodi kita yang paling ganteng yang akan memberikan paparan materinya terkait bimbingan teknik penulisan karya ilmiah. Monggo Bu Mala, saya tetap akan menyerahkan acara untuk narasumber yang kedua kepada Ibu Mala. Dipersilakan.
Sepertinya tadi di timeline moderatornya berbeda ya Bu. Oke. Baiklah. Oke. Kita mix aja ya. Oke, the second session of academic writing advice from the second speaker, which is our beloved lecturer, secretary of our program, Pak Alam Maji Putra. I think it's directly Pak Alam, so that there is no time waste. I give time to you, Pak Alam. Maybe you can start the material directly. Okay. Maybe. Silakan Pak Alam.
Cek. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Yang kami hormati Bapak Langgeng selaku Ketua Prodi, hormati Bapak Ibu dosen, ada Bu Mala, Pak Harir, Bu Anggrisia, Bu Maslihah, dan Bu Ima, dan seluruh Bapak Ibu dosen yang lain yang hari ini join ya. Kemudian anak-anak semua yang sudah hadir di sini. Ada Lina, Roro, Eva, Iin, ya, Ilham. Nah, mudah-mudahan apa yang kita upayakan pada pagi hari ini betul-betul bisa setidak-tidaknya membuat kita cepat untuk menyelesaikan skripsi ya. Baik, ini Bu Maslihah akan men-share screen kan. Jadi Pak Alam sudah membuat tata waktu ya. Jadi tata waktu supaya kalian bisa menuntaskan studi dalam waktu yang tepat ya, dan secepat-cepatnya begitu.
Model tulisannya berapa itu? 30 ya.
Halo, ya bisa terdengar ya suara. Mari kita lanjutkan. Farda dan kawan-kawan, mari kita fokus supaya nanti betul-betul bisa maksimal ya. Bu Maslia, mohon di next. Bawah maksudnya, ya. Baik, ini adalah tata waktu yang akan ditempuh oleh mahasiswa-mahasiswi 2018 ya. Jadi kalau kalian ingin lulus dalam waktu yang tepat, oke. Cek, halo, ya. Oke, mohon maaf, ini mic-nya satunya tidak berfungsi. Baik, ini dalam waktu 10 bulan lagi, kalian sudah bisa mendapatkan gelar sarjana pendidikan ya. Jadi Ismail Wahyuda, SPD, begitu ya. Ilhamuddin Muhammad, SPD, gitu ya. Berapa bulan lagi? Oke. 10 itu masuk di jari kalian. Tinggal menghitung saja. Bulan depan itu sudah bulan November ya. Oke. Jadi apabila tata waktu ini bisa dipenuhi dengan baik seperti kakak tingkat kalian, itu ada 17 dari sekitar 40 mahasiswa yang bisa lulus ya. Jadi hampir 50% dan itu untuk prodi baru saya rasa cukup baik ya progresnya. Kita mulai dari yang pertama ya. Jadi yang pertama adalah BIMTEK penulisan skripsi 1 dan 2. Ini sudah berjalan. Jadi ini saat ini sudah kita laksanakan dan ini adalah BIMTEK terakhir kalian. Ya. Jadi setelah ini sudah pembimbingan ya. Jadi pengajuan nama pembimbing. Jadi kalian akan mendapatkan nama pembimbing. Sebetulnya sudah ya. Nanti ini tinggal secara administrasi saja kita penuhi. Pak Langgeng juga sudah menyetujui kemarin. Mungkin dalam waktu beberapa hari atau minggu depan mungkin ya. Itu kalian akan mendapatkan pembimbing dari salah satu Bapak Ibu dosen yang ada di sini ya. Dengan Bapak Ibu dosen itulah ya kalian akan menyelesaikan studi kalian. Jadi selama 10 bulan, harapannya 10 bulan ya, itu kalian akan intensif dengan Bapak Ibu dosen tersebut. Jangan lebih dari 10 bulan kalau bisa ya. Kalau kalian memang sangat sayang dengan Pak Harir gitu ya, 10 bulan kurang, itu bisa 2 tahun, bisa gitu ya. Tapi biasanya Pak Harir ini sangat ini ya, memotivasi mahasiswanya. Kemarin sudah banyak yang ujian beliau. Pak Harir siapa kemarin Pak Harir yang ujian? Iqbal, Septi dan Yusril. Jadi dari 4 orang ya Pak Harir, dari 3 orang itu 100% tuntas. Ya. Jadi 100% itu bisa tuntas dalam waktu 10 bulan. 100%. Pak Alam saja kemarin dari 4 itu masih 2, 50%. Jadi Insya Allah ini trennya kalau dengan Pak Harir ini pembimbingan itu cepat selesai ya. Tapi tergantung dari anaknya juga. Kalau anaknya tiba-tiba ada, tiba-tiba hilang, gitu ya. Tiba-tiba ada, tiba-tiba hilang. Itu ya agak bisa tambah 10 ya. Bisa tambah satu tahun maksudnya. Atau 2, atau 3 gitu. Janganlah. Kalian tuh maksimal 1 tahun ya, semaksimal lah itu diprioritaskan sekarang adalah menyelesaikan studinya. Kemudian pembimbingan proposal ini akan bisa kalian mulai di bulan November sampai Januari 2022. Ya, jadi 3 bulan sudah ada proposalnya kan, sudah baca 100 artikel seperti kata Pak Yudi kemarin. Kalau belum dalam waktu seminggu ini segera cari dan tambahi. Insya Allah apa yang disampaikan Pak Yudi itu dulu juga disampaikan Pak Alam saat di kelas kualitatif ya. 3 bulan dari sekarang, di bulan Februari kita akan ada sempro. Ya, apa itu sempro? Sempro itu adalah draft awal dari tesis kalian, S1 tesis kalian ya, atau skripsi untuk mendapatkan izin ya, mengambil data di lapangan. Ya, jadi itu adalah tujuan dari sempro. Ya, itu ada di bulan Februari, kemungkinan pertengahan ya. Berapa bulan lagi itu di situ? 4 bulan lagi sudah harus sempro. 4 bulan lagi ya. Kemudian setelah itu akan dilanjutkan dengan tes kompre tulis dan lisan. Jadi setelah kalian sempro, kalian akan kompre. Kompre itu apa? Yang pertama adalah tulis. Jadi di kompre tulis ini kalian akan diminta untuk mengerjakan soal secara online. Ya. Jadi di situ kalian akan mengerjakan secara online, mengisi kalau tidak salah ada sekitar 120-an lah ya. Itu ada soal tentang kefakultasan ya. Contoh kefakultasan itu apa? Ya berhubungan dengan pendidikan. Siapakah Howard Gardner itu? Misalkan. Apakah teori yang di antara di bawah ini manakah yang teori dari Howard Gardner? Misalkan. Teori kependidikan ya secara umum. Dan separuhnya adalah keprodian. Ya, jadi itu bisa tentang writing, ya, teaching English dan soal-soal tentang tadris bahasa Inggris. Kemudian yang kedua adalah kompre lisan. Jadi kompre lisan ini nanti akan dites tentang keprodian dan juga keagamaan. Jadi nanti ada Bapak Ibu dosen seperti Pak Kawakib misalkan ya. Itu akan mengetes kalian pemahaman tentang rukun Islam, rukun iman, kemudian praktek ya, praktek misalkan praktek sholat, jenazah dan lain sebagainya ya. Kemudian setelah itu dinyatakan lulus, pada saat yang berbarengan setelah kalian sempro itu sudah boleh mengambil data atau doing data collection. Itu pada bulan Februari, Maret, April, Mei. 4 bulan ya. 4 bulan. Juni itu kalian sudah ujian skripsi. Berapa bulan dari sekarang itu Juni? 10 bulan dari sekarang. Sedangkan pengurusan administrasi akhir dan yudisium itu apabila tidak di bulan Juni, maka ada di bulan Juli. Ya. Yang terakhir adalah jurnal buku bunga rampai. Ya. Ini lebih cepat dimulai lebih baik. Kalau kalian memulainya di bulan Juni 2022, maka yudisiumnya mungkin setengah tahun lagi. Kenapa begitu? Bu Masliah, minta tolong diturunkan lagi. Kenapa? Karena syarat kelulusan untuk ujian berdasarkan keputusan dekan, ya, nomor sekian itu di Februari 2021, ini tidak berlaku bagi angkatan 2017 ya. Mahasiswa program sarjana wajib memiliki dan mempublikasikan skripsi minimal 1 artikel publikasi ilmiah pada jurnal ilmiah nasional dan artikel tersebut ditulis bersama pembimbing tugas akhir skripsi atau chapter atau bunga rampai ya, atau buku yang memiliki ISBN gitu ya. Jadi dari kata-kata ini kalian berarti bisa menjadi penulis pertama ya, bisa menjadi penulis kedua. Asalkan nama kalian tercantum. Kalau kemarin kalian menulis buku dengan Pak Alam itu tim penulis kelas ya. Nah, ini saran Pak Alam, kalau kalian mau cepat selesai, bikin bunga rampai. Eva nulis 10 lembar, Roro 10 lembar, Ismail 10 lembar, ya, atau 15 atau 20 lah. Kemudian dijadikan bunga rampai. Ya, kalian kan sudah terlatih itu menulis ya kan. Dijadikan bunga rampai bersama Bapak Ibu dosennya. Misalkan kalian dengan Bu Masliha harus ikut menulis di situ. Kemudian dijadikan satu, dipublikasikan ber-ISBN. Ya, itu sudah bisa digunakan untuk ya itu apa itu namanya, keputusan ini berlaku bagi mahasiswa 2018 dan seterusnya. Dan keputusan ini dilakukan sebagai syarat ikut yudisium. Jadi syarat untuk kalian yudisium. Jadi kalau sudah selesai ujian kan harus daftar yudisium. Nah, untuk dan untuk mendapatkan SK tersebut kalian harus bisa menunjukkan syarat ini. Jadi kapan ini harus dimulai? Diskusikanlah segera dengan Bapak Ibu dosen. Walaupun kita sekarang punya jurnal ya di prodi itu, tapi kan nggak mungkin semuanya masuk situ. Paling hanya ada 5 orang. Ya, bukan Cetli, Ismail ada yang baru sebulan ini, khusus untuk mewadahi publikasi mahasiswa. Ya, jurnalnya berbeda dengan Cetli. Ya. Nah itu syarat kelulusan ya. Kemudian mohon bantuannya ke bawah Bu Masliha. Apa strategi yang harus dilakukan untuk kita supaya bisa memenuhi tata waktu yang sudah ada itu? Yang pertama adalah lakukanlah pembimbingan segera mungkin. Jangan menunda ya. Begitu dapat pembimbing, Bu Ria, selamat pagi, saya dapat pembimbing Bu Ria. Say hi saja. Bu, saya nggak paham ini, saya nggak paham ini. Ya. Dan itu menjadi sangat penting untuk segera memulai. Memulai apa? Memulai percakapan. Ya. Kemudian yang kedua adalah komunikasilah dengan dosen pembimbing dan kakak tingkat. Ya, kalian sudah punya kakak tingkat. Kalau kemarin kakak tingkat saudara itu masih tanya kakak tingkat yang lain yang bukan dari jurusan. Ya. Kemudian yang ketiga, datanglah ke perpustakaan untuk membaca. Kalian jangan jauh-jauh dari kampus, ya. Walaupun itu tidak ada kuliah lagi, datanglah ke kampus. Setidaknya duduk di perpustakaan. Untuk apa? Membaca. Kalau kalian membacanya di kosan, di rumah sudah alamat tidur, buka TikTok, ya. Kemudian scrolling IG, udah gitu aja kerjaannya. Tapi kalau di perpus kalian minimal di situ pengkondisiannya ada buku ya. Kemudian tempatnya juga cukup kondusif untuk belajar ya. Kalian juga sudah mandi kan kalau ke perpustakaan. Kalau kalian membaca karena di kos nggak ada yang lihat, belum bersih diri, belum ini kan nggak enak itu. Nah, tapi kalau di perpustakaan minimal kan sudah touch up gitu ya, sudah wangi, sudah siap untuk belajar supaya tidak lupa bahwa kalian ini masih dalam proses belajar. Yang keempat, bacalah artikel yang sesuai dengan topik skripsi. Pak Alam dulu waktu di kualitatif, Pak Alam meminta membuat blueprint ya. Dan Pak Yudi kemarin juga menyarankan ada blueprint. Blueprint tentang apa? Satu tema dari yang sama di 10 jurnal yang berbeda. Itu tambahilah, kalau kata Pak Yudi kemarin kan 30, 100, 200 gitu. Sakpol kemampuan. Karena dari 100 itu kadang cuma 5 yang pas. Kadang cuma 10 yang pas gitu. Hanya saja karena blueprint kalian itu sudah ada dan saya yakin sudah ter-Google Drive-kan dengan baik oleh Roro ya. Nah itu nanti bisa diakses di Roro. Ya, waktu itu kalau nggak salah Roro ya sekretarisnya. Kemudian diskusikanlah terkait syarat publikasi di awal pembimbingan dengan dosen pembimbing. Pak, Bu, ini kita bagaimana ini? Enaknya menulis bunga rampai, menulis buku berdua, atau menulis artikel yang baru? Bagaimana Pak? Diskusikanlah dengan baik. Ya. Segera mungkin. Supaya apa? Kalau itu bunga rampai, nanti kalau ada 3 mahasiswa kan bisa cari tandem tuh, ya kan, dengan dosennya, dengan anak-anak yang lain, ya. Bisa dirembuk begitu loh, ya kan? Pak Arif, kalau bunga rampai itu maksimal berapa ya Pak Arif? Penulisnya? Buku chapter itu. Nggak apa ya? 10 nggak apa-apa? 15? Nah. Itu kayaknya bisa ini ya. Nah, kita bikin 2 buku rampai gitu ya. Ya Pak Langgeng ya, mungkin bisa ya untuk syarat kelulusan ini. Kita bikin aja, jadi 2 buku rampai. Ya.
Artikel ya.
Bukan artikel Pak. Buku, oh iya betul, artikel. Di buku rampai. Nah nanti kita buat saja project. Setuju ya kira-kira? Ya. Kira-kira. Iya, 1 angkatan. Jadi saya elek kalian itu lagi malas artikel ya. Itu paling enggak wis ono gitu.
1000 kata. Ya. 1000 kata itu 1 sampai 4 halaman.
Jadi kayak kumpulan.
Ya.
Oh bukan, itu bukan bunga rampai. Itu tim penulis kan kalian. Kalau dulu itu kalian tim penulis kelas. Kalau bunga rampai itu di setiap judul itu beda. Misalkan Ismail tentang teaching role play during the pandemic by Ismail, itu 10 halaman. Eva, ini misalnya kita tentang digital technology. Eva tentang the application of blended learning in, kamu yang mana Pak? PPL in Man 2 Turen. Kan boleh itu. Ya kan? The best practices misalkan. Ya Pak Langgung bisa ya begitu. Ilham menulis tentang tentang TEDx. Boleh itu, nanti dijadikan 1. Kalau 1 orang nulis 4 sampai 10 sudah cukup lah itu untuk syarat lulus. Ya. Iya, jadi kayak buletin gitulah. Iya. Oke, baik. Pak Alam lanjutkan ya. Tapi kalau bisa tetap menulis artikel, kalau bisa. Karena artikel penelitian itu kan nanti bisa dijurnalkan. Kenapa begini? Karena memang ini supaya apa? Supaya kalian itu mau menulis, ya. Supaya kalian tuh mau menulis. Biasakanlah selalu update kabar terkini mengenai perkembangan penulisan kepada dosen pembimbing, ya. Jadi minimal 2 minggu sekali kalian harus say hi ke Bapak Ibu dosen pembimbing. Jangan hilang, ya. Pak, ini saya membaca ini, progres saya membaca ini, nggak apa-apa, progress report saja. Kemudian perhatikan tata waktu yang sudah diberikan, ya. Itu tadi jangan lupa. Dan mental resilience yang baik akan membantu menyelesaikan skripsi tepat waktu. Tidak boleh cepat, apa itu namanya, patah semangat, ya. Tidak. Jadi sebisa mungkin kalian menerima diri. Boleh patah semangat, boleh. Tapi terimalah itu bagian dari belajar, ya. Karena kalau kita tidak pernah patah kan tidak belajar, ya. Tidak. Kalau kalian tahu orang-orang yang tangguh itu, ya, itu orang-orang yang bisa survive dari banyak scars dalam hidupnya, gitu ya. Baik, saya rasa itu sudah tidak perlu panjang-panjang. Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Oke, baik, itu tadi. Sudah ya Pak Alam ya? Halo. Pak Alam sudah ya?
Sudah Bu, mungkin bisa ditutup.
BMC Mawan ya Pak. Oke, baiklah, begitu tadi sedikit materi dan juga motivasi dan beberapa tips dari Pak Alam bagaimana untuk segera menyelesaikan skripsi dan agar kalian lulusnya in time dan juga on time, ya, tepat waktu begitu. Baik, sekian tadi materi dari pemateri kedua yaitu Bapak Sekprodi, Bapak Alam Aji Putra. Saya sebagai moderator di sini, Wahyu Indah Malarahmana, undur diri. Waktu saya berikan lagi kepada Ibu MC, Ibu Nur Fitria Anggrisya. Terima kasih. Bu Anggrisya.
Terima kasih disampaikan kepada Ibu Wahyu Indah Malarahmana atas sumbangsinya sebagai moderator pada acara BIMTEK kali ini. Oke, baiklah, alhamdulillah kita telah sampai di penghujung acara. Terima kasih banyak kepada para narasumber. Kepada narasumber pertama yaitu Ibu Madam Oi tadi, dan juga kepada narasumber yang kedua yaitu Bapak Dr. Alam Aji Putra. Terima kasih juga kepada para peserta dan moderator ya yang telah menyimak acara dari awal sampai akhir. Semoga banyak ilmu yang didapat untuk diaplikasikan dalam penulisan bimbingan teknik penulisan karya ilmiah ini. Dan semoga para mahasiswa juga bisa segera mengaplikasikan apa yang sudah didapat dan juga bisa lulus dengan tepat waktu dan barokah ilmunya. Amin. Oke, demikian acara kita pada hari ini, dan dengan berakhirnya acara ini berarti berakhir juga bimbingan teknik penulisan karya ilmiah yang diselenggarakan oleh Prodi Tadris Bahasa Inggris. Dan pengumuman sebelum saya tutup, pengumuman kepada seluruh mahasiswa atau peserta acara hari ini untuk absen ya, untuk mengisi absensi yang sudah di-share linknya oleh Ibu Maslihatul Bisriah di grup kalian. Jadi silakan dicek dan kemudian kalian bisa mengisi absensinya mulai dari sekarang. Dan untuk informasi berikutnya yaitu acara ini atau setelah kalian mengikuti rangkaian BIMTEK ini, maka kalian akan mendapatkan sertifikat ya, sertifikat partisipasi ya, as a participant, sertifikat BIMTEK yang nanti sertifikat tersebut bisa dipergunakan untuk mendaftar rangkaian ujian skripsi, baik itu sempro, kompre ataupun ujian sidang ya, sidang skripsi. Jadi mohon nanti setelah mendapatkan sertifikatnya disimpan dengan baik ya, jangan sampai hilang dan nanti bisa dipergunakan untuk mendaftarkan ujian atau rangkaian ujian skripsi. Oke. Apakah ada pertanyaan terkait absensi dan sebagainya? Tidak ada, karena hari Jumat ya, nanti kita mau sholat. Oke, baiklah, kalau begitu saya sebagai MC di sini, saya mewakili Bapak Ibu dosen dan juga para Bapak Ibu Kaprodi dan juga para partisipan di sini, saya ucapkan mohon maaf ya sebanyak-banyaknya jika ada kata-kata dari saya yang kurang berkenan, dan juga terima kasih kepada seluruh peserta yaitu mahasiswa dan Bapak Ibu dosen dan juga narasumber atas partisipasinya dan juga sumbangsihnya dalam acara kita kali ini. Mari kita tutup acara kita kali ini dengan doa kafaratul majelis. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Subhanakallahumma bihamdika asyhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Demikian saya tutup. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Jangan lupa makan dulu ya. Jadi, konsumsinya di atas ya.